So it's official? You're part of our little club?
I know I was reluctant, but it was the right call. Thanks for the push.
Anytime. I love pushing people around.
So I hear.
From who?
Everyone.
Any luck finding other survivors from Natanis?
Brought in another batch yesterday. Still too many unaccounted for, but we're getting there.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thanks, Ryder. Appreciate it.
How's life on the Nexus treating you?
Running water and rations. It's a beautiful thing. I can tell people are still shook up from the uprising, but compared to Varl, things almost feel normal.
So how are you finding the new post?
Not used to having people question my actions, but I like the challenge. More than I thought I would.
Any regrets?
My only regret is that Mason isn't here to see me play diplomat with Tan. Back in the Milky Way, I would have punched sense into that worm. Now, I use my words. I'm a changed man.
How have you been since HO47C?
Fine, I'm fine.
If you ever want to talk about Mason, you know where to find me.
Thanks, Ryder. Really, I'm just not ready.
Pathfinder versus Spectre. How does it compare?
They're completely different beasts. As a Spectre, I worked in the shadows. Intel was on a need-to-know basis. Here, everyone's looking at me, looking to me. It's all out in the open.
Which do you prefer?
Being a Spectre was easier, but being a Pathfinder's more rewarding.
Good seeing you, Avitus.
Stay safe out there.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
I can't believe how much the Solarians suffered. Is there any monstrosity the Ket won't stoop to? But Rake is safe and well, and so much more competent than me. I do have a long way to go.
I haven't run into Sarissa yet. Do you know where she is?
I don't. She took her weapons and armor and left without a word.
Will she be all right?
I pray she will. Sarissa has a powerful spirit, but this hurt her terribly. I almost feel sorry for the next Ket she sees.
I haven't run into Sarissa yet. Do you know where she is?
I almost feel sorry for the next Ket she sees.
What's your mission, now that you're a Pathfinder?
I'll be exploring and charting the Scourge. I want to drive the Ket out of their hiding places. Goddess willing, that data module will be worth the price we paid.
How does it feel to be back on the Nexus finally?
It feels... After living so long on an ark that was falling apart, I'm not used to feeling safe. But I can breathe. See the people I'm here to help. This is home.
I get the sense you draw a lot of strength from your faith.
I do. It's a comfort to know I'm never alone. Though I suppose now, with my Sam, that's doubly true. Do you have any particular beliefs?
I do. I understand what you mean.
Then I hope we both find what we seek.
Good luck, Pathfinder.
Goddess go with you.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
Ah, Ryder, my hero. We Solarians have a tough road ahead. It's hard to wake up to such loss. But we are not the first, just one of many. Is there anything on your mind?
How are your people adjusting to life here?
We are resilient. Our lifespan is short, so we have a built-in drive to maximize every minute. Many of us are getting to the business of bolstering our numbers and looking for opportunities to settle worlds. I have a few select teams looking into the Ket. The better we know the enemy, the more prepared we'll be for whatever they throw at us next.
How did you get involved with the initiative?
My claim to fame in the Milky Way was that I found a way to restore the biodiversity of my homeworld. For decades, we knew that the planet would soon be unable to sustain us, so I was something of a hero. My work caught your father's attention and he, how shall I say, laid on the charm to enlist me for the initiative.
Oh yeah?
Your father could be very charming when he wished.
What can you tell me about my father?
He was a friend, and what he shared with me was shared in confidence. But I can tell you, the Alec Rider he showed to the world was but a sliver of the whole. He felt that to lead, he must project utter confidence. With me, he shared his fears and doubts, or at least a few of them. I considered that a great compliment.
What is it you strive for? For you, I mean.
For me, all I've ever wanted is clarity. I devote much of my time looking in the mirror, trying to understand myself. Some might find it narcissistic, but in knowing myself, I can be true in the moment, with little self-interrogation. Ultimately, the motivation is to live a life free of regret. I have come close, thus far.
Is Captain Hager doing well?
Hager is training to be my successor, if or when the need arises. We lost so many of our leaders during our captivity. It's left several roles open to fill. Hager is a dedicated officer. The sky's the limit for him. He'd make a strong Pathfinder.
You're not thinking of skipping out on us, are you?
Of course not. But life is a balancing act, and tipping points lurk around every corner. The better prepared he is, the smoother the transition.
Nice talking with you, Rika.
I am at your disposal, Ryder.
Give it a try. You've got great evasion. An ultralight mod would put that to work.
Maybe I should. Yes, Apex would have those mods. I could borrow one.
You're a Pathfinder. You can requisition anything you need.
Oh, of course.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is
Whole
on
mood of the
heightened
Nexus has changed since EOS. You really can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
Can't relax yet. The initiative still has a lot of promises to keep.
And that's on us. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert. Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
It's just not fair.
First child born to a Milky Way species in Helios. The healthy human baby.
Pathfinder.
worker was lost to space during repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name has been withheld until next of kin in the Milky Way is notified. This is HNS.
The crew is ready to discuss how to approach the Remnant City, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Hey, PB.
Hold that thought. Sit tight. I'll be right back. Hello. Don't worry. I'm not springing anything terrible on you. Actually, you be the judge. I'm just going to come out with it. I want you, Ryder. More than friends, more than lovers. I want strings. All the strings. You said you wanted that. Before, I mean, but things can change. So, at the beep, just let me know. Do you want to be with me? For real? Either way, join me in the meeting room, huh? Beep. So, the reason I wanted to talk to you all...
Uh-oh. Did you mutiny and jettison, Ryder?
No such luck. He just showed up.
She did ambush me, but I survived.
No harm, no foul, huh? I just want to say, whether you all know it or not, I've had one foot out the door since I got here. And, well, that's gonna stop. I'm proud and happy to be part of this team. This family. That's really it.
Okay.
About time you caught up, kid.
Yeah, you're one of us, whether you like it or not.
Well, great. So, my place is an utter mess. Who wants to help me clean it up?
Think I left the stove on.
I'm making ice.
It's an Angaran holiday.
Reports don't file themselves.
Helping Liam make ice.
But...
PB, I want to be with you. Only you.
Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls. Pathfinder, you have new email.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
Excellent shot!
This was for? Some kind of aqueduct?
In the message about the Salarians?
So are we checking it out? There's Ket all over. Okay, no more following anonymous tip-offs.
Let's look around. They might have left something. From their gear, they were hoping to capture someone.
Probably me. Sorry about that. Though, if you'd broken a sweat, I'd be sorrier.
You sent us the message about the Solarian Ark?
Yes, Major Salen Vaughn, STG, retired, of course.
What's STG?
Special Tasks Group. Back home, we were field agents who gathered intelligence and handled inconveniences.
Spies? Assassins?
If you prefer. As I said, these days I stick with retiree.
Espionage is a job that follows you home. Or across galaxies.
Until there's nothing for it but to grow a conscience. Let's be frank. There are too many inconsistencies aboard our Ark. They only make sense if someone betrayed us to the Ket. My best suspect is a biologist, Dr. Adden, but the evidence is thin. I need a Pathfinder to verify what I've found, or I risk arresting an innocent man.
Who's Adden? Why would he betray his Ark?
An ex-military biologist from the early wake-up team on our Ark. He claims to be studying the Ket. As for why, I intend to ask him.
Couldn't Reika help you solve this?
I trust Reika implicitly, but I can't say the same for her team. You're obviously trustworthy. If you were involved, you wouldn't have saved our Ark in the first place.
All right, I'm in. How do we catch your traitor?
I only have 2 leads left. Dr. Adden's equipment and a Ket who might be his handler. I need you and your Sam to analyze them. If we show Dr. Adden's in regular contact with the Ket, that would prove he's the one.
What if the evidence doesn't implicate Adden?
If I'm really that rusty, I suppose I'd have to start over from scratch. Remember Dr. Adden's equipment and his Ket contact. This has to be watertight. Good luck.
That's it. Good work.
Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
We're going to need to research the Ghost Storm tech for the other Pathfinders as soon as we can.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Beginning approach.
Bold orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
PB, have you ever wondered?
If Asari can reproduce with the Angara? Hell, yes I have.
Oh, wait. You have? I have too. The implications are profound. It would suggest...
Let's get a scan.
right. This Ket was Dr. Aden's contact.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Let's get a scan.
Cold, dark, I couldn't stand it.
This must be Dr. Aden's workspace.
What you found at John Inc. was amazing, Pathfinder. We'll be able to excavate the city, reclaim our lost history. These recent victories against the Ket have opened so many possibilities. Rebuilding, even expansion. There is a place for your people in this, if you desire. I'd like to extend a formal welcome, as steward of Techix.
I appreciate your generosity.
I am being practical. Many feel our peoples are stronger together than apart. With the vault reactivated, the conditions on Vold will improve with time. At least, that is the hope. I will leave you to it then, Ryder. Welcome home.
Tell me more about Techix.
It's the largest town on Vold, home to hundreds of my people. We manufacture, we trade, and we try to live good lives, even with the Ket presence. I have lived here all my life, and there's no place I'd rather live.
What about Aya?
Ugh, sulfurous air. Not for me.
You called yourself steward. What's that?
I have guardianship of Techix. I ensure its functions, and that its people are safe. Commander Doziel and the Resistance fight the Ket with their weapons, with their fists. Myself and others here, we fight by refusing to give in, by living in spite of them.
I won't disturb you further.
It is no disturbance at all. May your luck build, Ryder.
You, the Pathfinder. Is it true? Can you talk to the old machines?
You mean the Remnant?
I'm no threat to them. Never have been. Tell them to stop hurting me.
Why would the Remnant come after you?
I dig for useful things around the pillars. Good tech. Machines always left me alone until now.
You were misinformed. I can't actually talk to the Remnant. Even if I could, I don't think they'd listen.
Well, good are you then? Thanks for nothing. Stupid machines ruining my business.
This equipment has been sterilized with a standard radioisotope. There are trace elements of biomaterial that could be consistent with exaltation pods.
Or they could be leftovers from Aden's experiments. Both of these leads seem circumstantial. Nothing proves Aden betrayed the Ark.
Yeah, it's pretty thin.
Let's go back to the Nexus and ask Reika about this. She could know something.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Hello?
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Fold orbit is steady. Yes, whatever it is.
Thanks for chatting.
You know it.
Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants. As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. This is HNS.
Good to see you.
It's just not fair.
Ryder, always a pleasure. I hear you're assisting Major Salem Varn's investigation into Dr. Adden.
You know Salem?
I met him once or twice. A remarkable agent, despite his age. Unfortunately, my attempts to aid him have stalled.
What do you make of Salem's theory that someone betrayed your people?
It seems monstrous, but the more I consider it, the more the facts seem to fit. I've tried enlisting ARC leadership, Those who woke first, but they've been busy, unhelpful, or both. Perhaps we should get creative.
Hey, if we don't break the rules, who will?
One of the ARC officers who woke early, Rand Lawn, has an apartment here. If he's too busy to help, you could scan around, carefully, see what you can find.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone, all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand. There's more word of science.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
I don't know about these Angara. Whoa, it's the Pathfinder.
It's me.
You're the one who befriended these strange new people, these Angara. And now they're here, on the Nexus. How do we know we can trust them? I mean, for certain.
Remember, we're the strangers. This is their home, and they've welcomed us. They've earned our trust.
I guess.
Talk to them. Get to know them. See for yourself.
Good advice. I will.
I don't care what he says. We can't work these hours.
Locked.
I may be able to hack this, Pathfinder.
And we're in. Definitely the apartment Reika mentioned. Password protected. Little help, Sam?
Accessing. It contains financial and personnel reports. However, the EM signature suggests data was recently cleaned.
Freshly vacuumed.
Traces of dust still remain. Based on the Scourge radiation count, they came from a remote world.
So Rand Lon, or someone in his apartment, went exploring out there.
There may be additional clues, Pathfinder. Scanner is prepped, Pathfinder.
What are you doing in my apartment?
You must be Randlon.
Yes. You're the one who saved our Ark. What are you doing here?
I'm conducting an investigation about the Solarian Ark. I wanted to check a few things.
Ah, I did hear about this. I was too busy to assist. I suppose I'll have to make the time. What do you need?
I'd like to ask Dr. Aiden a few questions. Do you know him? Or where he is?
Oh yes. Aden's some sort of biologist. We were among the first to wake up. Difficult times. I haven't seen him since the Ark was rescued. Why Aden?
Salen Varn mentioned...
Salen? Huh, I see. If the Major's at it again, this makes more sense.
What do you mean?
No, I won't spread rumors. You can go, but I wouldn't break into any more homes on Salen's advice.
There's obviously been some misunderstanding. Goodbye.
Please don't touch anything else on your way out.
All clear.
A ray of hope for sleep-starved residents.
All systems green.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
We're on course. were those women you were hugging on Aya?
My mother's.
5 mothers? That's a lot of mothers.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Nice work.
Pathfinder, these are the approximate coordinates extrapolated from the Solarian apartment.
And nothing.
There's sand traps all over. Let's look under the surface. Something was here, then dragged that way.
There, scavengers. Likely unfriendly.
The trail leads right to them.
There, scavengers. Likely unfriendly.
The trail leads right to them.
There, scavengers. Likely unfriendly.
The trail leads right to them.
Those scavengers could be a problem.
The trail leads right to them.
Those scavengers could be a problem.
The trail leads right to them.
There, scavengers. Likely unfriendly.
The trail leads right to them.
Salen, what happened to you?
Salen? Very familiar for our first real meeting.
He's confused.
I contacted you, hoping one of my suspects would do something reckless, and unfortunately, he did. I imagine I was supposed to vanish out here while he used my cloak device. Any Salen you met was Dr. Adden in disguise.
Wait, He asked me to analyze leads that could implicate him.
Let me guess. Adden asked you to scan those leads. I suspected the traitor was hiding messages on optical encoders. Those messages were the real proof I needed, but a powerful scanner like yours would wipe them. Adden used you and, my investigation to cover his tracks. Canny bastard.
I examined the department belonging to a Solarian officer, Rand Lon. The clues there led me to you.
Interesting. That confirms my suspicions. Everything comes back to our Ark. Adden didn't have the clearance to alter logs or affect the nav computer, yet he's obviously guilty. I suspect Adden is the front man for a conspiracy involving the Ket. He's the key to blowing it open.
Right. Except Adden got rid of anything we had on him, and I'll bet Rand Lon has disappeared.
Adden. He forgot the dart he poisoned me with. Still in there, with the ballistics intact. Contact Adden, feign ignorance, and ask for a meeting. I'll be there to arrest him.
We'd need somewhere to meet Adden. Somewhere neutral.
There are caves on Kadara that might be suitable.
Send the word.